Hello and welcome back to Reddit Insanity number 12. We appreciate you guys being here. I'm Michael.
Coming away.
And we are the Knights of Entertainment. And let's go ahead and read some more Reddit. Alrighty, first one is by Josh Lifts Things.
Okay.
This person puts, today was my grandmother's funeral. I was a pallbearer, which essentially means it was my job to carry her casket. She was 96 and lived a full life. Fell a few months ago, broke her hip, got a UTI and COVID, which finally took her down.
God dang, it took all three to bring her down. Granny's tough as fuck. She took a broken hip, UTI.
She's been smoking
And
cigarettes for
COVID.
years.
Jesus.
Anyways, I'm a bit of a gym bro and thought about waking up early to train before.
Your username didn't give that off at all.
No, not at all, not at all. But decided against it. It was deadlift day, and I figured I'd get enough workout throughout the day. It's known in my family that I love exercising, so someone cracked a joke about me taking the day off. I said jokingly, well, today is deadlift day anyways. Just thinking, it was funny that I got to lift a casket similar to a deadlift. It was only when I saw the look on everybody's face that I realized the double entendre. Today was deadlift day.
Yeah.
As I literally lifted the dead. Now, this would have been hilarious if it was my intention. Though still a little crude, but no, I pissed off my entire immediate family with a tasteless joke that I didn't even mean to make.
My grandma would have laughed. I would legit like, grandma would have laughed. Yeah, a bunch of sticks in the mud.
Suffice to say, my girlfriend was super embarrassed, my mother was pissed, and only my stoner cousin got a decent laugh out of it.
My grandpa laughed too. He'd have laughed his ass off.
You're welcome, Jeremy. Next one is by John Brown II. This person put, today my phone broke, so I took the afternoon off of work to get it fixed. When I arrived at the repair store, the attendant was out to lunch. There was a massage parlor next door. I had an hour to wait and no phone to play on, so I decided to pass the time by getting a massage.
Get my
Now,
dick sucked, apparently.
this is not a high-end massage parlor.
Oh, no.
But I figured it would be fine as a first-time guest. I was wrong. There, an attractive woman greeted me with broken English. Immediately, I started to suspect I made a grave mistake. But I didn't want to be rude, so I ordered a 1-hour massage. She asked if I had cash. I did not, and I paid with a card, hoping this might be a signal of my innocence. She takes me to a room and is a bit rougher and down to business than American masseuses are.
Hey, man, those Asian women know how to give a massage.
She left the room so I could undress, and I did. At this point, I was afraid of what I got into, so I left my underwear on as another signal that I wasn't looking for anything untoward. Well, my masseuse comes in and immediately yanks the towel off and acts surprised that I still have underwear on. Uh-oh. She gives me a good thorough massage. I convinced myself that I was just anxious as she asked my age and if I was married. She asked me many times if I was okay during the massage, and I said yes, as it was normal. It was a normal massage, just less refined. Until she lifted the drape and removed my underwear. Later, she asked me to roll over and massage my quads. She started to seem tired and maybe frustrated. She finished the massage, and I knew it had to be close to an hour. She just sat on the table, gliding her hands on my pelvis and brushing around my genital region. I let this go on for a moment, unsure of what to do or say. Finally, she asked me if I wanted some water, and I said yes.
She smacked the shit out of my dick. What could have happened next?
Then she came back, gave me the water, and looked expectant. I took the water and motioned to the clock and asked if the hour was over. She was confused but answered yes. Then she sits down on the chair to wait. Thoroughly confused, I got up naked and dressed. She asked me several more times if I was okay and if the massage was good. I replied yes to both, and then I gave her a tip and I left as quickly as I possibly could. Moral of the story, don't go into an underpaid massage therapist if I can talk without a lift. So nothing happened.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. That's what you need. That's what you should expect from massage. Is just a massage, you fucking pervert.
Apparently, he was expecting more.
I don't know. Well, maybe his weird vibe weirded her out.
Could be. Like he may have put off those vibes of expecting
Right.
that she was going to expect to do something.
And then she didn't. So,
She's like, "Are you okay?"
but then the thing about her taking his underwear off and then gliding around his cock doesn't exactly paint a good
No.
intention from her end.
It really doesn't.
The moral here's the moral. Don't get a massage.
Yeah.
You just rough it out like I do. I never had a massage. My back's probably blown out from just tension. You'll be fine.
Next one is by Introverted Wasp.
I want to try to be all poetic.
Yeah.
All poetic and shit.
So, for context, I currently live with my mom and my younger brother, and this is a 16-year-old male.
Wait, yeah, that's like, yeah. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
I assume when you're that of age, you live with a parent.
Yeah.
Might be one, might be both. You know, maybe you live in two homes because they separated.
Yeah.
You get two Christmases. Whatever.
Exactly. And my mom has been single for a while, so she got into a relationship about 3 weeks ago. I've met her boyfriend like 2 to 3 times. I'm not home so much. I spend most of my time in a completely different city, not even close to my mom's home. And at first I was surprised that my mom has a boyfriend.
Wait, he just said he lives with. Wait, that confused the fuck out. So where does he live then?
I don't know.
Like, I live with my mom currently, but I live in a whole
I
different.
guess currently, but this was a little bit before.
Okay, he's a terrible storyteller.
Absolutely. And at first I was surprised that my mom has a boyfriend 12 years younger than her, but he was nice and funny, so I talked to him for a while, and after that, I went to my room and slept until the next day. Here comes the story. Today after school, I decided to stop by my mom just to say hi and stuff.
Wait, what the fuck? So he doesn't live with them,
Apparently not.
bro? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because I had less lessons in school. Less lessons. That's a horrible... Looking at you, you hate the word that was worded.
I hate the whole structure of his fucking storytelling.
Yeah.
Like, bro, where the fuck do you live? Is what I want to know. That's what's confusing the fuck out of me.
Because I had less lessons in school and had like 4 hours to spare. So I got on a bus, and when I came to the street my mom lives on, I started to pull out my keys.
When I went in, she was getting spit roasted by 2 guys. I've never been back.
Also, it's really important to say that I often walk or do anything very silently for whatever reason. So I got to the door and tried to open the door and do it silently, because why not?
Yeah,
It's not my
wait.
mom's boyfriend's shoes. I was happy because we could talk and it would be able to kill my spare time. After I closed the door after myself, I opened the door to the living room to see my mom and her boyfriend having sex with these weird flower necklaces and bracelets on their bodies. I stood there for a second and slowly closed the door and silently got the fuck out of there. Now I'm sitting on a bench in a nearby park waiting like 30 minutes and then hopefully coming back to my mom's rest without the flowers on her neck and arms and thighs.
Thighs. What are they converting energy into fucking crystals? What the hell do they need all these?
I don't know. That's a very weird story though.
Yeah, he's not a good one. I'm sorry. Where the fuck do you live? That's what I'm confused about.
Apparently he doesn't live there.
Yeah, do you not live there? Do you live? What the fuck? What the fuck? I think he's saying it as a past tense. Like this story is from back in the day that he's retelling now.
Right.
Even though he just said like now I'm sitting on a park bench 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So wait, so what? It's like he's got 2 different narratives.
Yes.
He's telling the story from a long distance time,
Right.
but he's also trying to tell the story like it was happened 30 minutes ago.
Right.
And so he's interchanging them back and forth, and he's
it
just fucking
makes
up the
no
structure.
sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus, bro. Holy shit. Take a fucking storytelling class.
Next,
Creative writing class.
next one is by Attention Horn. Not Attention
But
Whore.
yeah, I know he was trying to. You're so clever, you fucking sack of shit.
This happened whenever I was 13. While I was
Oh
in
god, here we go back and forth. I'm 87 years old now or some shit.
when I was in middle school, my granny took myself and my friend to see the Niagara Falls.
Don't say granny.
You want to see Granny?
I don't like that. Hey, granny. Let me see them granny panties, granny.
God.
I knew that would get you.
Flags.
Flags.
Biggest flags. Granny panties are gigantic.
I'm talking about the one from Zach and Mary Make a Porno. Hers weren't that bad. It's like, every girl's got a pair of granny panties for laundry. That's what she said. That was her justification.
There's always that justification.
But then, to be honest, I mean, if you want to wear big underwear, that's your business.
All right. So Granny took myself and my friend to Niagara Falls, my first and so far only time being there. I wanted to be prepared for this adventure, so I bought a long...
What are you hiking to there, bro? It's just a fucking walkway where you stand in front of the. Come on now.
So I brought along all my trusty adventure gear: sunglasses, cargo shorts, and the extra large pockets, hiking shoes, mosquito-proof shirt, and of course my full-brimmed camo hat with a chin strap.
I think he overdid it.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of them at the Grand Canyon or the Niagara Falls. It ain't that epic.
No.
Isn't it like right next to a city?
It is.
So then what the fuck? Where are you going? Are you going to the other side of the fucking Niagara Falls?
Just drop off.
Like he just goes to the fucking like the other side where it's just all woods. What the fuck is he doing?
For one of the afternoons, she booked us a boat tour at the lower fall.
Oh, that's why. Okay, never mind then.
I donned my gear and boarded a very full boat, complete with a quirky and knowledgeable tour guide.
I'm Tommy, and I know everything about Niagara Falls.
Exactly. Being my enthusiastic self, I found a seat towards the front and sat next to my friend. The guide pointed out many of the natural and historical landmarks on the tour. While my head was on a swivel, I realized that the chin strap would swing and hit my face in an annoying way. So I lifted it above the front of the brim and folded it up so that it would stay out of the way. The climax of the tour involved taking the boat close enough to the main waterfall so that you could actually feel the spray. As we approached, the guide was highlighting the wildlife that make their homes on the cliffs by the falls.
We got gators.
Apparently, snakes are one such animal. And according to the guide, they are quite prevalent in the area. In fact, he said it's not
Uncommon for them to hop in the boat.
Yeah. Not wholly uncommon of them to drop from the rocks onto a passing boat. While I don't have a snake phobia, I'm not exactly a fan of them.
Look, here's the snake phobia. Here's the thing about spider and snake phobias, right?
Yeah.
It's not a phobia if it's a legitimate threat to your fucking existence.
Exactly.
You don't call it a phobia. Oh, I'm afraid of clowns because come on, it's just a clown. It's a
Right.
dude. It's a dude in a mad costume and like some makeup.
Right.
Or like you're afraid of. You ever heard of tryptophobia? Is that the right way to say it? Anyway, there's a certain thing where people are afraid of like irregular patterns on like fruit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Remember, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's just a irregular.
It's kind of like the fear of heights. It's like, oh, if I fall off, I'm gonna die.
Well, yeah, that's a legitimate fear,
Right.
But like, don't call it a phobia. Like, oh, like I'm like everyone's afraid of fucking snakes. I bet you, like even like a snake tamer, if you threw a fucking black mamba at it, he'd be like, oh fuck. Don't call it a phobia, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, that's true though.
Fucking Steve Irwin would be fighting a fucking python. He would, even though he's skilled at it, he'd still be fucking terrified.
Exactly. You're gonna be afraid of, mostly if you don't have any way to control it.
Yeah. A phobia.
He was launching into one particular story about a large black snake that had dropped right in front of a woman on a boat like ours. When my chin strap decided it was a good time to unfurl from the top of my hat and slowly dangle down the right side of my face.
He must have lost his shit.
Given the circumstances, my brain was convinced that the aforementioned large black Niagara rock-dwelling snake had decided to join our tour and was dangling inches from my nose. My animal brain reacted in milliseconds.
I bet it did.
With a single thought, punch it. Hard. Why I decided the best option was to punch a snake directly towards my own face, I'll never know. But that's exactly what I did. Hard. So hard that the head jolt over my fist caused, when slamming into my nose, knocked my hat clear off and sent a good portion of my upper body into the patron beside me.
God damn, he fucked himself up.
As I started to come to my senses and realize what actually happened, I felt the warm trickle of blood creep out of my nose and drop into my cargo shorts. I looked over at my friend and the tour guide, who were both staring at me in complete shock.
That would be a weird thing to see. Someone get socked and just sock himself in the face.
After my extremely embarrassed 13-year-old self was able to stop bleeding, disembark, and calm down a little, I was able to share a laugh with my friend. Hearing it from his perspective was the best part. I was just sitting there enjoying the tour one moment, and then out of nowhere, I punched myself in the face really effing hard. Like, you could hear the impact.
Show him how American you are. You ever seen that video? They show him how American you are, and he fucking just socks himself in the face like 6 times.
Oh.
You didn't see it?
I know which video you're talking about. Oh, God. I can do that.
Then he salutes.
Nope. After we finally got back to the room, I realized I'd left my hat on the boat, and we both decided it was probably for the best.
And just leave it there.
It's like, yeah, that hat fucked you up.
Man, he just had cracked right in the nose.
So loud, so hard that you could hear the impact.
And you fall back on some other dude, and the other dude's like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?"
Stop hitting yourself.
I've had those moments, not like you'll be laying in bed, right?
Yeah.
You'll feel like something slide on your skin, like that doesn't feel like you just fucking freak out.
Yeah.
Then you realize it's like a piece of your own fucking pajamas or something.
Yeah.
It's like, God dang it.
Yeah, I've done that where I've woken up and you see like a weird like cord or something like that, like your phone. Yeah. It's like fucking snake.
Just start fucking launching shit at it.
It's like one of those animal things. In
Yeah,
your mind where,
hey man, you fight or flight, and I'm gonna like hop the fuck out of here.
Yep. All right. Next one we have is by Arberdeen. This person puts, today my husband and I decided to jump into bed and have some fun.
I know.
Just before getting started, I suddenly realized I needed to pass gas.
Not anal.
I immediately moved as far from him as possible and let him know coming closer was not a good idea. He asked why, and to which I told him I was gonna fart. No big deal.
Fuck out of my bed and go sleep on the couch. That would be fucked up to say.
No big deal. It happens, and most of the time, there is little to no smell, so we giggle like children and move on. Unfortunately, this was not one of those times. As I scoot back across the bed, I jostle the covers a little and realize I have unleashed hell. I immediately apologize to him. It was a very bad one, and it is in his best interest to avoid breathing through his nose as he escapes as quickly as possible.
God dang, girl, what the fuck did you do?
His immediate reaction is to use the blankets to cover his nose and avoid the smell. The poor man just Dutch ovened himself with one of the most ungodly farts I have ever let out. Of course, this results in him regretting all of his life choices, starting with the one where he thought dating me was a good idea in the first place.
After a while, you get to that part of the relationship, who cares?
Yeah, but you don't Dutch oven yourself.
No, you don't.
Like that, like just reflexes, and it did not work out the way he thought it would.
Your girlfriend just starts blowing ass. It is what it is.
An ungodly fart. Next one is by Millip Pass or Millie Peep Mass. Whatever. This person puts obligatory. This happened last night. I'm a male. My fuck buddy is female.
Well, like, it's also a male.
God. We met up at a hotel. She's brought food. Restaurant was closed, and we ate and chatted, and then got down to it.
Got down to business, man.
Was having a great time. We were about an hour into it, and she was on top.
That's going on the marathon run
and going for it. And I was trying to spice it up with encouraging sex talk. You know, yes, baby, keep going. You feel so good, etc. For some reason, I realized I was starting to repeat myself and panicked.
But I keep it 100.
I suddenly remembered a Reddit post I had seen on r/sex where someone asked what they could use for dirty talk and got some good, bad, and humorous responses. One stuck in my mind, and I suddenly blurted out, "I bet you do your own taxes."
Okay.
She stopped writing. There was about 2 seconds. It felt like a lot longer of horrified silence, and then she just burst out in hysterical laughter and got off me. Unfortunately, the laughter didn't stop for a long time.
Damn.
The sex stopped, and then we had one of those periods where no matter what we did, one of us would just burst out laughing. Regardless, we eventually finished the sex, but I won't be using that dirty talk anytime soon.
I would. Hey, girl, you do your own taxes and slap her on the ass.
Next one is by Anaesthetic tree. This person
What is it? An anorexic tree? What's anaesthetic?
or anesthetic, maybe. They're missing a letter though.
I'll look it up later.
This person put, okay, so yesterday I was going to my girl's place. Kind of fuck buddy. Kind of just benefits sometimes. Doesn't really matter.
When they say that, they are deeply in love with that woman. They could not live without her.
Yep.
I just bang her from time to time, but damn it, so I can't fucking live without her.
You become Superman and wait 15,000 years.
For that pound hang. To resurrect that pound. Goddamn Superman, you nasty freak.
The matter is, when I go to her place, we usually don't finish the movie we want to watch. Yesterday was no exception. But we were
Bro, who gives a fuck?
about
Just
that,
get laid.
about that Netflix movie.
Yeah, who gives a fuck about that movie?
But we were particularly horny, so things started getting steamy without even considering that we should go to her bedroom. The thing is that it is really hard to get comfortable on the couch, especially a shitty one.
Don't be a
when you have
pussy, bro.
sex.
Get in there.
Hence, we focus more on just keeping our balance without really checking really checking for small inconveniences, like the fact that I left my phone on the couch. The nonstop moves that we made the phone half disappear under her belly.
Get on and keep going.
A few minutes in, I start to hear a sort of muffled sound from under her belly.
Oh shit, who do you call?
At first, I was thinking the sound was too inaudible to come from us. Must be the neighbors on the other side of the wall. It was not. Being the paranoid guy I am, I stopped for a second to listen more closely. The sound coming from under her belly. Did she have a little guy inside of her who was talking to my D? I wish it was that funny.
That was a stupid line.
Very much so. I pushed her slightly on her side to witness my
I
phone.
knocked her off the couch. Get out that goddamn way.
With the screen displaying an ongoing call with my mom, who
In my head, I knew it was his mom. I don't know why. I should have said something a second ago.
who at this point was just shouting, "Hello, Annan? What the fuck is that?" I ended the call.
Was it FaceTime? Jesus Christ.
I ended the call as quickly as I could. So yeah, my mom casually dialed me, ended up having to listen to me have loud sex for 10 seconds. She was over after that. Sex was over after that cold shower of a moment. No texts were exchanged with my mom on the subject since that event. I plan on pretending that it was just a hallucination for the rest of my life. Moral of the story, keep phones away from sex.
Or don't.
And last one is by Geeky Stuff Leaking.
Geeky stuff leaking.
Yeah. This person puts, this happened to me a few days ago. My friend, male, has a girlfriend, I don't know her age, and I, a 23-year-old, hang out with the two of them sometimes.
I didn't like the part where he said doesn't know her age.
Yeah.
That sounded shady as fuck.
Yeah. One night we returned to his apartment drunk, but as it turns out, he had a bit of a surprise for us. He pulled out a bong and some weed and a few cans of beer, and we got shit-faced real fast. Since my house was pretty far and we were having fun, I decided to stay in for the night. I do not remember when I fell asleep, but somewhere in the middle of the night, I woke up to find myself, my friend, and his girlfriend in the same bed. They did not notice I was awake, and they were getting pretty busy with each other. I should have told them I was awake or something, but my awkward ass thought it would be far easier for all of us if I just stir and grunt a little to make them think I might wake up due to their noise and they would stop. However, instead of stopping, they both got up and went to the adjacent bathroom, closed the door, and continued there. Now, there was some heavy moaning and dirty talk coming from the bathroom. I have to say I was...
Hey, girl, you do your own taxes.
I know. That was the dirty talk you heard. I have to say I was aroused. And
What the fuck,
Yeah.
yo?
Yeah. And I planned to smile and wink at them when they came out. Maybe even ask if I can be there for round two. Sadly,
Don't do that. Don't.
yeah.
Just fucking leave.
Sadly, we never got to that. In the middle of the act, I heard a loud fart coming from the bathroom, followed by some other nasty noise that made me realize that one of them was having explosive diarrhea. But that wasn't the weird part. That came after. My friend started talking to the poop. I heard him say stuff like, "You little shit. What are you doing inside of my girlfriend?" Followed by a loud smooch. "How dare you stay inside her, you smelly shit." I kept going on. It kept going on for a
This
while.
role playing got real
Yeah.
left field.
And in the end, I was more curious than disgusted.
Oh, I was very disgusted.
I am a pretty open-minded guy when it comes to sexual kinks, but this was something I had never heard of. Why would he talk to her poop? Eventually, he said something like, fuck off and never come back, and I heard him flush the toilet. They fucked around for some more time and came back to bed. I rolled over and pretended to be in a deep comatose
Hope you
sleep.
use some wet wipes.
Yeah. Comatose sleep because I had no intention of confronting them about their poop talk fetish. And to think, this could have been my first threesome if I hadn't decided to be a smartass. So he was wanting a devil's three-way. Okay. Speechless.
I never understand how these kinks for people build, or how they're able to find the right person for the weird. Like, I guess, like,
Don't go choking on us now.
I never understand how it gets to a level of like, hey, you know what I'm into? And they're like, you what? And then they tell you, and you're like, damn, I'm into that too. And it's something so fucking
Weird.
out of place, out of like in a general sense of
So
sexual.
you're telling me you would never find a woman and go along with her to talk to your shits?
Her shits, my shits. No, I just, man, I guess I'm old.
No, I
Like some spanking is like as kinky as it gets. But I mean, like, let me go talk to your shit, girl. Let me ask you if it does your taxes. Well, I don't understand. I mean, like, what
do you?
Yeah.
But
Don't fuck animals. Don't fuck little kids. Don't rape anybody. Don't rape dead bodies.
you don't want some necrophilia?
Don't bang your family members. That's it. You avoid those five.
You don't want that Arkansas love?
No. Other than those five, whatever. No weird fucking mutilation either.
Yeah, there's people into that too.
There's like certain taboos that are like you can't cross, right?
And talking to my shit was one of them.
No, that's like not a taboo. That's just weird.
That's a taboo for me.
Just do it.
You're not going to be in there when I'm taking a shit, okay? When I'm taking a massive deuce. No. And then to say, get out of him.
Like I have my hard line, never do these, or even in a fantasy setting do these. Then other stuff like I like to wear diapers and get fed milk. Like whatever, bro. You do whatever. You told me way too much. I'm a complete stranger on the subway. What is going on here?
Yeah.
I like to dress up as a cheerleader and like her. We do cheers together.
The sad thing is, he's not kink shaming him. He just wants to know how it happened
That's what I'm saying.
because he wants to be part of it.
He wants to be part of that. That's it. Wait a minute. What the fuck? 3 people with the same fetish? That's unheard of, yo. Outside of pornography. My God, the fucking chances.
That's why I said devil three-way.
Oh yeah, that's another of my. Well, damn. I guess that's a hardline taboo for me too. No urine or feces.
Yeah.
Or vomit. So I guess that's another hardline taboo that.
So you don't want to be Randy Marsh?
So I guess they went too far with the shit stuff.
Yeah.
Like the 2 girls 1 cup thing. Like no, there's no reason for there to be any fucking shit or urine in your sexual.
Again, you don't want to be Randy Marsh, where he's looking up Japanese vomit porn.
No, it wasn't that wasn't his problem. It was the proliferation of the availability of pornography for him.
Yeah.
That the normal stuff
Didn't do nothing for him.
desensitized him. Because it's one thing if it's a continuous excitement, like that's just that's the next level he does, right?
Right.
But like it's different things going up and up, right? It's not like that's his one fetish. You know what I mean? That's how Randy Marsh is different. He was probably a normal guy, and then it just like escalated, and like because he kept switching over to different stuff, like midgets fist fighting.
Go to the video of Cartman and the short little guy.
And then fucking a clown banging a mime. like that's an escalation of what.
Where you hear the honk.
Yeah, that's an escalation of a normal,
Yeah.
desensitized person. Bam, bam, bam. By the way, advice to not be desensitized. Don't watch it fucking 24/7.
Yeah.
Go a couple of weeks.
Do not be a quagmire and come out with
Come
your
out with a
arm
fucking your left arm built like fucking a tank.
like Popeye.
It's like, oh well, I was eating spinach. What's going on? So yeah, a fetish is something that is a continuous source of exploration for a person. While an escalation is where like it's constantly newer, more random. And then before you know, he's watching a dude fuck a pumpkin or some shit.
And I'm sure that exists. So yeah.
I'm sure it does. I don't know. Sexuality is a really complex subject.
But again, talking to
I just want me some big titties.
talking to shit.
And that was a little bit too far.
A little too far. Little too far. But that is everything we got for Reddit this week. And we will see you guys next week.
Every day we get further and further from God.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next time.
I'm haunted for life now.